Now, let's see. Can you hear now? I believe you should be able to. And I'm going to go here and try to change this screen to where you don't see me. I'm trying to move that as much as possible. So let me work on this here. Now I'm seeing that you can hear. Appreciate you joining us tonight. I'm going to hide that camera and keep the audio. How about that? Look at there. Now we're here. I know the sun is really, really glaring. It will get better here in just a little bit, but this is your hometown. All right, everybody's giving me thumbs up, so let's start that all back over. We were talking about a whole lot, but I'll tell you what, let's do, because we're getting close to game time. I don't want you to miss the interview that we had with Coach Hayden Williams. But before I play the interview that I had with him, actually, no, let's skip that. You can hear Coach Hayden on the Victory 93.7 every Friday morning at 7:30. However, he gives us an exclusive. So I'm going to go to that exclusive interview next. This is Coach Hayden Williams, and we are here in Halls, Tennessee, tonight for the. We are here in Halls, Tennessee tonight for the Friday night football game at Halls. Now, let me go ahead and play this interview. We're going to work on some other things in the background, but I think we've got the audio issue fixed.
It's week one, always an exciting time for players and coaches and fans. What's the overall energy like, Coach? We've got Coach Hayden Williams with us, head coach of the Humboldt Vikings, as we get ready to take on the Halls Tigers tonight. What's the overall energy, Coach, and mindset of your team heading into the season opener?
Man, we're all excited about it. I've loved the energy level we've had this week. The kids have just really come out, and they've been on fire, ready to go. I mean, they're tired of the scrimmages, and they're ready to get to the real thing.
Yeah. Well, you've had the summer, you've had the practices, you've had the scrimmages you just mentioned, and how has the preparation shaped this group of players coming into tonight?
And I think it's been really good for our kids. Like I said, we've had our scrimmages. We went to Scotts Hill, went up to Graves County, Kentucky to play with them in O'Brien, and then obviously this past week we were at Gibson County. So we did that kind of strategically because, 3 of our first 4 games are on the road.
Yeah.
So I set up all of our scrimmages, so we're getting used to those bus trips, getting used to having a play coming off of the bus.
Seems like,
I mean, that's no different tonight. We're going 2 Halls.
Yeah, that's right. Well, and it seems like you got a good, humble group of kids. I was talking to a couple of them on the sideline last night, and, they know they're opening the season against 2 teams that are in higher classifications than them. All week long, you've been working with the team. What's been your main message to them as you get ready for this game?
Just compete. We came out, we competed with them last year when they had a really good team. Ended up, losing that game 42-38.
Yeah.
But I mean, they were an 8-win team last year. They were in the year 2 of their head coach. They were, they were getting rolling, so to speak. So, I mean, biggest thing, just come out here and compete with these guys. Like you said, they're in a higher classification than us.
Yeah.
They have more kids to pull from than us, but that can't be an excuse because, you can only put 11 out on the field.
From the records that I'm finding. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Going into, I said, it's the same thing I preach going into Graves County. They're a big school in Kentucky. They have over 1,000 kids in their school.
Yeah.
Just go out there and compete with them. I mean, like I said, they can only put 11 on the field with you.
That's right. Well, I mean, Coach, from what I can find online, you lead the series 12-3. And online, it says we've outscored Halls 434 to 160 over the years. Now, last year, I know they got the better of us, and we want to even that score, obviously. But I mean, this is a team that we have been successful against in the past. Every season, though, it brings new opportunities for players to step into that spotlight. You want to throw some names out there that you're expecting to step up tonight?
Big one from the jump is Darian Taylor.
Gotcha.
He's been fantastic all the way throughout summer, throughout our scrimmages. Jeremiah Jones, who was our team captain last year, he's still in that role this year. I'm expecting a great year out of him just from a leadership standpoint. He's taken more of a role on defense this year as well. He kind of split time on defense last year. He's kind of stepped up into a leadership role both ways this year.
Yeah.
So that's been great to see. We got, obviously, KD Taylor. He's coming down. He was our quarterback last year. He's moving around a little bit this year, but that's all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
and then, up front, we got David Jeter coming back.
Yeah.
And AJ Young, who are, expected to lead that younger group of linemen that we have this year.
when fans watch the Vikings this season, what do you feel like is going to stand out as the strengths from this squad this year?
I see overall improvement.
Okay.
I see we have a little bit better ball skills than we had last year, coming into a new offense. We threw the ball a lot more than they're probably used to.
Yeah.
So I saw a lot of growth, just like I said, ball skill wise from those guys. From the line, just technically sound. They're getting a lot better at their techniques, and they're improving every single day. But like I said, it's a younger group, so they still have a longer way to go, but that's okay because they're young and they're gonna grow as the season progresses.
Sure. I mean, looking across the field at Halls, I know you've been doing your homework. This is your first game to get to kind of game plan for. What do you see from them on film, and what are you preparing for?
They have a good group coming back as well. They returned their leading tackler from last year, which is their middle linebacker.
Okay.
Number 25, he's a good ball player. They returned 41, who's kind of their do-it-all guy offensively and defensively. Plays wing for them, plays D tackle or DN for them. So he's a good high motor guy, and it's a guy we got to get hands on every single time we're snapping the ball.
Yeah. Week 1 could set the tone for the season. How important is it to get off to a fast start tonight?
Oh, it's very important, man. I've preached that all week as well. It's been since 2016, I believe, that Humboldt's won their week 1 game.
Oh, wow.
So going back to that, you're like, okay, we really need to set the tone early.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, first games always come with some nerves. How do you help calm players tonight and keep them focused when the lights come on?
Really, that's it. It falls on their leadership and them as teammates. They've done a fantastic job with it through the scrimmages and through the summer. I mean, just being there for their teammates. I tell them, look, our coaches, we're going to yell at you. We're going to get on to you.
Sure.
But your teammates are here to calm you down. They're here to help you settle. So it's kind of those guys keeping each other level, picking each other up, even when everyone else is trying to tear them down.
Yeah, no, I got you. Well, I appreciate you taking time for us today, Coach. You got any final message you'd like to share with Viking fans who may be listening from home tonight? Because it's a little ways up there. Maybe by the time they got off work, they couldn't get here in time. But you got any final words for those that are cheering you on tonight?
All I have is thank you for your support. We hope to see you next week home against Peabody, and go Vikings.
That's right. That's head coach Hayden Williams. The Humboldt Vikings set to take on the Tigers here in Halls. Week 1 kickoff is coming up shortly. Welcome in, everybody. That was Coach Hayden Williams. And thank you, John, for jumping in there, trying to figure everything out. He said everything should be running good now. Thanks for joining. Also, this thing is automatically zooming in to the sun. So we're going to fight that sun just a little bit tonight. But John's going to help us there. As I mentioned earlier, and I think the actual sound was all the way down when I said it, but this rivalry, I found a game all the way back in 1927. So this rivalry is almost 100 years old. Now, there's a lot of years that there are no scores, okay? There was a game, I think, in 1927, and then there was not another game until 1958 that I could find the record for. Halls, as of late, though, they've kind of had Humboldt's number. Kind of a rivalry snapshot. 2019, Humboldt won 28-7. 2009, 28-7. 2014, Humboldt won 13-0. 2021, Humboldt won 40-0. 2022, Humboldt won 27-26. However, Halls has won the last 2 meetings. They won in 2023, 10-8, and 2024, 42-38. Last year, it was a knockdown dragout. Now, I'm telling you, it was some more game here in Halls. And
just bear with us again about the video, okay? The video quality and all of that, just bear with us tonight. And it will be better next week as we will be home and operating off of our internet back home. With this rivalry being near 100 years old, it still delivers higher fireworks. When Humboldt and Halls meet, you throw out the records. Every yard feels harder. Every hit feels bigger. And Humboldt, they've delivered, some statement shutout wins in this rivalry, including 40-0 in 2021. However, Halls thrives in close games. The proof is in their 10-8 win in 2023 and their 42-38 win last year. In 2022, this game was decided by just 1 point. Humboldt won 27-26. So the last 2 years have been thrillers, and tonight could be no different. This isn't just a game, but it's bragging rights for an entire year. The crowd in Halls tonight is rocking. This place is alive. Get ready, because this one might come down to the final possession. And there you go. You hear the air horn. You hear folks getting ready. Players to watch on Humboldt. I'll tell you what you get ready for. You're going to watch Jeremiah Jones on the run game. But you need to don't sleep on the quarterback and that wide receiver crew. He's got some talent. You got Jaden Champion, who will be throwing the ball to Darian Taylor, Tylen Richmond, and Tyon Campbell. A lot of folks forgot about Tyon. Tyon got hurt middle of the year last year and really affected his season. However, Tyon's looking good out there. I was watching him in some pregame warm-up stuff, and I want to give Tyon his roses tonight. I'm telling you, he is a player and a half, and I think it's going to be a great, great game. Now, you got a game of momentum. One flip can flip everything. Momentum is fragile in rivalry football, and fourth quarter pressure separates the rivals from the champions. So the main thing is we got audio for you tonight. I know you're saying, there's probably, it's glitchy. It's not really as smooth as we want to have it. We are working on those things. It won't be that way tonight. Also, something that I wanted to mention is we welcome in Talk in West Tennessee periodically tonight. They are going to join us anytime we get in the red zone. They are doing a high school, kind of like a high school red zone, like NFL does, and they're going to jump from program to program. So we're trying our best. He's trying to show Humboldt over there, but there we go. It's focusing in now, I think. So all right, folks, so we're getting ready to get started. Thank you for joining us. And if you want to be a part of the program and help us update all of this stuff, because we are having to put some money out on this, you can email us at vikingnewsod@gmail.com. That's vikingnewsod@gmail.com. And I know there's some out there saying visit our page to see the game clearly, whatever. That's not the point. You're getting hometown radio on this one. So you won't get the Humboldt flair if you go somewhere else. Sharing is caring. Why don't you share the feed and help us out? Appreciate that so very much. And as we work through these kinks, it will get better from game one on out. Careful. Yeah, I was going to say that's not going to help you. That sun will go down very, very soon, and it's going to help us out a whole lot. But thank you for joining us here on this Friday night as we get ready for some football. Now, the Tigers are about to come running through. I think they already have, didn't they? They already came running through the Tigers, so everything's ready to roll. We're not waiting on that. The lights are bright, stands are packed, history's rich, and the stakes are high. We're watching now to see what's going to happen here. I'm waiting. Looks like Humboldt is going to receive. So there we go. Humboldt receives first. Oops. Stay with us. Kickoff is just moments away. Sorry about that. Had somebody needing to ask me a question there. It's the Humboldt Vikings. It's the Halls Tigers. It's Friday night football in West Tennessee, and it is happening right now. We'll talk about it halftime, but your junior Vikings played a game and a half last night against the Ripley Tigers. All these Tigers, and I have a hard time keeping them all separate, but Ripley Tigers last night, the junior Tigers, and they went out there and, man, they played a game and a half. By 3 minutes till the first half was over, Humboldt already had running clock. It was 40-0. And the whole second half was running clock. Man, I wish that we could keep that camera from moving, and I'm going to have to figure that out. I wonder if I hit mirror camera, will it stop? No, it didn't. Okay. Well,
helping me with people left and right.
Do what?
I like that better because it's helping me left and right.
Yeah. Okay. It'll get better, folks. Just hang in there with us. Thank you for joining us here on this Friday night. And it is time now for the opening kickoff. And it will be the Humboldt Vikings getting the ball first. And I know you're going to be watching that, so I'm going to put that on your side of the screen there, okay? Because I got to keep up with some stats on this end. We can see your chats. I do like that. We can see the chats, and I apologize. It took us a little bit to get to that point because I had a full screen of something else, but now we've got it to where we can see your chats. So as you comment, we can see that. Thank you for joining us here on this Friday night. It's time for football, and the Vikings are ready. Here we go. As you can hear, man, I love the improvements around this place. They got the video board. They've got look at that, first down marker is LED as well. They got the setup going here. Halls did move up to 2A. We'll talk a little more about that later on. But now, here we go. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you sharing it. Thank you so much. I see somebody cheering for Jeter in the comments as well. Here we go. Opening kickoff. It's going to be a worm burner. It gets to the 40. Now, number 1's going to catch that. That'll be Tylen Richmond, and he has nowhere to go. Great coverage there on special teams, and it looks like Humboldt now will start at the 33. It looks like Humboldt will start at the 33. And here we go. Let's see where actually, did they mark that at the 35? They did. They marked it at the 35, so let's start there. All right. Humboldt coming out. Jaden Champion in as your quarterback. Looks like he's going empty backfield. They're winding up wide out over there on the far side of the screen on the far hash marks with 5 wideouts. He's looking. They're going to screen it. And that is to Darian Taylor. Darian Taylor's got some room. He's got a first down and crosses out across the 45. And let's see where they mark that. But that will be a great pass for Jaden Champion. Jaden Champion now 1 for 1. Where did they mark that at? 48, 47. Okay. So it'll be a gain of 12 on the play.
48, you're right.
Okay, 48. So that'll be a gain of 13. Here we go. It'll be 1st and 10. Here we go. 1st and 10 for your Vikings. Now we've got it all set. They're going to go with Jeremiah Jones in the backfield. I guarantee it's going to be a run here. Need good blocking up front. He's back. Toss to Jeremiah. Jeremiah's in trouble. They get a little bit of a block, but he's not going to be much. He's losing yardage there as he will be taken down at the 45-yard line. That's Jeremiah Jones getting the ball. That they're going to have to block better than that up front. It'll be a loss of 3. Actually, yeah, loss of 3. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, the sun is bright, Mr. Porter. It'll get better here in just a moment, and our cameras that we use back home are going to be better as well. We're just trying to get the game on tonight. Jaden Champion's in trouble. He'll toss it over. He got it to Jeremiah Jones, who gets back to the original line of scrimmage and more. He is trucking, folks. He's down inside the 25-yard line. Let's see where they actually mark this. But that's going to be a completion. There's a flag. So it's probably coming back. Let's see what they call here. It was originally a complete pass. Where was the flag at?
It's all the way on the other side, I guess, to push out of bounds.
Okay. Let's see. Penalty is going to be against Humboldt.
Blindside block.
Blindside block. So I'm not sure how I would chart that here on the pass. But it was already a first down. Are they going to repeat?
15 from the spot of the foul.
15 from the spot of the foul. So let's see where that gets us. Man, that was a great play. We cannot zoom in, Jerry. I'm sorry. The camera is going to be what it is tonight. You just have to listen like you're listening on the radio. I apologize. We'll get this fixed. I'm just glad we're not dropping frames right now. So we'll just have to call it like it's on the radio. It is 1st and 10 from the Halls 40. Jaden throwing. Number 1 was held. No call. He's going to get down inside the 5, reaching toward the pylon. Touchdown, Humboldt. Wow. That's a 40-yard touchdown strike. Wow. Yeah, the sun has a glare on the screen. There's nothing I can do. I apologize, folks. There's just nothing I can do. That'll be a touchdown. Now let's see what they do here on the extra point. It should be a 2-point play. I don't know. They may try to kick this. Let's see if number 1 comes out. Tylen Richmond is the one who caught that pass, by the way. What'd you say?
It's going to be a kick.
All right, it's going to be a kick, so that means Tylen Richmond will be kicking it. Holding for him is number 3, Kavian Taylor. Here it is. The kick is up. It's no good. So, first drive comes in with touchdown. Humboldt leads 6-0. Humboldt 6, Halls nothing. We will be right back. You're watching Viking football on Viking News on Demand. Welcome back, Ian. Appreciate you joining us on this Friday night. Just remember, this is not our final product, okay? We're doing some upgrades, but this is the best we could do tonight. So that sun in another 10 minutes is going to be down to where we're not having that issue. There's your kickoff by number 1, Tylen Richmond. Here comes Halls. He's marching back. He's got it to the 35. Ooh, he's fast. He's got it to the 40, and that's going to be number 8 for Humboldt coming down with the tackle. That's Martavius Marable, the sophomore, making that tackle. Great job. So he's coming up with the first defensive tackle for Humboldt. And now this is where I really want to see. I want to see kind of what happens here. If the defense can come up with a stop and the offense answer again, give yourself a little bit of wiggle room. Now, I told you before the game, I thought they were going to ride that heavy hand of Jeremiah Jones, but with the way the defense stopped the run, Humboldt was able to be successful over the top, connecting with Tylen Richmond for a 40-yard touchdown. Handoff right side. He got a big hole. That's going to be number 0, Darian Taylor, bringing him to the ground. But he'll come up just a little short for the first down. And it's going to bring up what looks to be 2nd and 3. He got to the Humboldt 48-yard line. I don't like the holes there. I could have probably drove my truck through that one. So maybe we can get a little handle on that. In close games, it's going to come down to execution under pressure. We'll see what happens tonight. Here we go, lining up 2nd and 3. It's going to be another handoff. He's going to be blocking. Humboldt's got him down. That's going to be number 3. Is that number 3? Number 8. Sorry, hard to see that. Number 8. That is Martavius Marable with his 2nd tackle of the night. There was 2 people there. And it was also number 6, Tyreek Boykin. So now a big 3rd down and 1. Man, it would be huge to get them for a deep loss here and get off the field. Vikings lining up, preparing for that run. Wait a minute. The clock is down only to 30. All right. Handoff, left side. He got it. He broke it. He's got it to the 30. He's got it to the 20. He's going to be brought down by Darian Taylor. And you just got to listen. He's going to lean it out for you, but you're got to just listen to the play. That's Darian Taylor. Darian Taylor coming out with the stop. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And it's right around the 10, 11 yard line. So, yeah, they're going to go 1st and goal from the 10. Here we go. Going to run it. This time, going to run it to the right. No. Did not surprise the defense there. They fooled me, but did not fool that defensive line. There was a host of Vikings there. I missed who made the tackle. They're saying number 4, which would be Mr. Tyon Campbell. And also number 7, Jaden Champion. 70. I'm sorry. Number 70 would have been David Jeter. All right. Here we go. 2nd down and goal. Quarterback's going to keep it. Rolling to his left. Throwing. Intercepted by Tyon Campbell. Here he comes. He gets it back near the 20. I think he's going to be stopped at the 18. But a great interception there by Tyon Campbell. Wow. So Halls offensively comes to a halt on an interception by Tyon Campbell. That interception was around the 5-yard line. And he brings it out to what looks to be the 18. And now, yeah, they're going to mark it at the 18. So Humboldt starting backed up here on their 2nd drive. They started on the 35 earlier, but in the 2nd drive of the game, starting at the 18. Here we go. I see Jaden Champion, and he has number 9 right beside him, DeAndre Emerson. They're also going to have 4 wideouts. Looked like Halls might have moved a little fast. The throw, incomplete. So that was going to be an incompletion. He is now two for 3 for 53 yards and a touchdown. Jaden Champion going back on offense here on 2nd down and 10 from the 18. Bad snap. Champion just has to fall on it. Okay. I'm about to start just like dropping people from the feed. I've already said there's nothing we can do about the camera tonight. This is a temporary setup. Just be glad we got it on. I'm about to start pulling people off the feed. Here we go. 3rd down. It's going to be like 3rd and what looks to be almost 16, 17 yards here. And it's a deep pass. Oh, man. He was trying to find Tylen Richmond. It just wasn't there. So now you're on 4th down. You got to punt here. I mean, there's really not much you can do. You've got to punt it here. So big interception by Tyon Campbell. But the offense couldn't come up with anything there. Oh, looks like Humboldt's going to go for it. Jaden Champion dumps it off. Tylen Richmond's got it. Here he comes. He's got it back up to the original line of scrimmage, and then he's taken out. So it is a complete pass, but it's going to be a turnover on downs. Did you see where they were to start that?
11.
Yeah, so it was about a gain of 7 there, but not enough. So basically got back to the original line of scrimmage. And now Halls will go back on offense with a short field. Halls will be 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Handoff left side. Moving. Oh. Number 9, Emerson, started the tackle. And then there were a host of Vikings that helped to wrap him up. Brandy, we're doing our best. I appreciate the kind comments there. We're doing our best. It will be better next week when we are back home. There were multiple things that kind of went against us tonight, but hey, the feed is on. It's better than listening to the radio. Maybe not be much better, but it's a little better.
There goes that sun.
Yeah, there goes the sun. It should get better now. 2nd down, and looks like they gained a couple of yards there. 2nd and 8. Handoff again, left side. Humboldt, though, trying to arm tackle. It's just not working, and there is Halls. All right, so Halls scores with what looks to be 6:09 remaining in the first quarter. And so Halls has tied it back up. And here we go. They're going to go. No, they're going to kick the extra point. Kick. Oh, it was almost blocked, but he goes through. So Halls takes a 7-6 lead with 6:09 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching Viking football on Viking News on Demand. Welcome back in. Halls leads 7-6, 6:09 remaining in the first half. And Tony Gordon says bad decision to go for it on 4th down. I understand. But this is a squad that really thought they had something going on that first drive, and maybe he had something specific dialed up, but I understand what you're saying there. It's easy for us also to be armchair quarterbacks too here as well, or maybe couch coaches. I don't know, but I wouldn't have personally probably went for it there, but they did, and Halls capitalizes on it. Goes 18 yards for a quick touchdown. 6:09 remaining in this first quarter. Here we go. Humboldt getting lined up. And we're waiting on the whistle. Nope, there it is. It's going to be another close one. All right, got it to Tylen Richmond, who comes up, catches it, and he gets caught behind his own man. He gets it up to the 49-yard line. Okay. They've already blown whistles. And now there's extra stuff going on. Just come on, let's go. Mr. Wardlow, it's automatically doing that. We're working. Oh, my. I'm trying really hard. I don't know what to tell you. Here we are. Third drive. We'll start from the Humboldt 49. Here we go. We will have this figured out by next week. I promise you. Here we are lining up. Going to toss it to Jeremiah Jones, right side. He's got a little bit of a hole. Gets to the 49. Did he lose the ball? He did. Hall says they got it. Let's see what the official call is. Man, oh, man. Jeremiah Jones with the football, and he fumbles it. Yeah, it's tough. And we got a player down. Yeah, we got a player down here. So as they tend to him, let me go off the screen here, and we will be right back. You're watching Viking football on Viking News on Demand. That was Jeremiah Jones, and he does go to the sideline on his own, and so that's good news that he was able to walk to the sideline on his own. They'll finish kind of checking him out there here in just a little bit. But it'll be Halls, 1st and 10. Halls starting on their own 49. It's going to be another run play. Big hold. You're going to have to stop it, and he does. That's going to be Darian Taylor with the tackle. But not before he gets positive yardage. That is the 3rd tackle for Darian Taylor tonight. 2nd down and 4. No, 2nd and 3. I'm sorry. 2nd and 3 from the Humboldt 44. Halls lines up, gives it to number 10 right side. He's got a big hole, and he's going to be met in that hole by number 19 and a host of Vikings. Let's give that tackle to Jalen Hampton, though, as he's there to start the tackle and then get some help from number 14, Cameron Cole, and other Vikings. That'll move the ball in. It is a 1st down at the 39. That was a gain of 5. And the quarterback rolls out to his left. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket. Number 59 was trying to chase him. He slides as he starts going down. I want to see where they mark that. I think they're going to mark it at the 36. So he'll pick up 3 yards. And he slid. He saw number 19, Jalen Hampton, coming. Also, number 59, Devon Pettigrew, was on pursuit. One of the 5 seniors on this team, Pettigrew. All right side. He's going to run, gets it down to the 31. Yeah, I understand it's hard to watch. I really do. I understand, Jerry. I really do. It's going to be better next week, I promise you. And that brings up 3rd down and very short. Yeah, it's trying to stay on the ground. It's zooming in and out way too much. I get that. I'm using a different streaming service, and I've Googled it. I've done all kinds of stuff. I'm going to get their tech support on the phone with us before the next game and figure this out. Here we go. Quarterback moves the man in motion. He's going to flick it to number 9. Halls going to have the 1st down in another big hole. That's going to be number 51 coming in hot. That's Damarian Guyton with the tackle. And it'll be another Halls 1st down as he gets down to the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16. Time is ticking on down. It is 7-6. Halls leads with 3 minutes remaining in the 1st quarter. Halls are set. He's going to hand it off again to number 10, who is having himself a game. However, he is met in the hole by number 8, Martavius Marable. That'll be his 3rd solo tackle of the day. but not before they get down to the 15-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 5. Thank you for bearing with us, folks. Here we go. Quarterback fakes it, then he throws it, and it did not fool the defense. Who was that there? That's number, I'm waiting on him to show. I think it was Darian Taylor, but I'm looking to see that number. No, that's number 3. That is Kavian Taylor. Good job there as he comes out with the play, and that'll be a loss as they backed him up to the 27. No, I'm sorry, 17, and that will be a loss of 2. Here we go. 3rd down, and what looks to be 7. Rolling out to his left. He's got an arm. He throws it deep. Incomplete. Overshoots his man. No flag. So this is 4th down. So now Halls has a key decision to make. Do you go for it here? Personally, again, if I take off my Viking colored glasses, I go for it on 4th. You've got them backed up. They would be starting about the same place they started their last offensive drive. So again, just kind of putting myself in Halls' shoes here. I think I would go for it on 4th down on a 4th and 7. I would be shocked if they didn't. Here we go. They're lining up to go for it, but they got to get 7 yards. And if you're defense, you really want to focus on where do they got to get to. Don't give up the big play, but watch. Oh, yeah. He just tossed it to number 25, a big boy. He's got the 1st down and more. It's going to be number 1, Tylen Richmond. And number 51, Demarion Guyton, riding him, but he goes on into the end zone. All right, coach is getting a sideline warning, but he's trying to get the ref attention about something. He did not like something he saw. And they just pretty much pointed to coach saying he had to be at a certain spot on the field. In other words, I don't want to answer that. Hall started that drive at the Humboldt 49. No, at the Halls 49. So they went 51 yards for a touchdown there. And that one is good. Halls now leads with 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Halls leads 14-6. All right. There we go. John may have figured something out. He's hanging out the window. If y'all could just see what he's trying to do to bring you give you at least a little better program tonight. Oh, my. Thank you for joining us on this Friday night. Halls leads 14-6. It's 1:12 remaining in this first quarter. And Humboldt looking to try to turn things around on their 4th drive of the game. Offensively, they fumbled last time. They actually had some positive yardage. Jeremiah Jones got popped, lost the football. So hopefully we can hold on to it here, maybe get something going offensively. It'd be great to score a touchdown, get your 2-point conversion, and then you're talking a tie ball game. It's far from over. So just hang in there, be patient, Viking fans. Here we go. They're going to kick it to the opposite side. He loses the ball, but then he gets it back. Okay, waiting on them to unstack the bodies. I'm trying to see who that was. Okay, that was number 3. That's Kavian Taylor. So here we are. These teams circle these games every year on the calendar. Humboldt's tradition runs deep. Halls has momentum right now, and they are riding that momentum this evening as they lead 14-6, 1:12 remaining in this first quarter. Humboldt back on offense. Here we go. Back to pass. Jaden Champion throwing left side. Got it to Darian Taylor. Darian gets past one man, gets across to the Halls 40, and he's going to be upended near the 35. But there is a flag in the backfield. They're going to call a holding. Let's see what this is. I'm thinking it's probably going to be a hold if I was to guess, but we'll see. No, they're waving the flag off. All right. Well, there we go. And so that went 25 yards. And that pass to Darian Taylor. Got to be happy with that one. Here we go. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Halls 35. It's going to be a toss to Jeremiah Jones, right side. Hits the hole. Then he bounces outside. He runs into his own man. It'll be a no-gainer. He ran into the back of Tyon Campbell. There was nowhere to go. So Jones will run the ball, but he doesn't have anything. And it'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the Halls 35. Here we go. It is helping it not to zoom so much. You holding it out the window, I will say, John. Going to give it to Jeremiah Jones, left side. Oh, wow. What a stop by number 17 of Halls. Jeremiah Jones with the carry. I think he got a yard, but there was not much there. So that brings up 3rd and 9. And that's the end of the first half, or first quarter, rather. After one, your Humboldt Vikings trail 14-6. We'll be right back. Welcome back in. We'll be starting at the Halls 34. It'll be 3rd and 9 to go for a first down. All right. Appreciate you joining us tonight and bearing with us. As we mentioned, we want to keep mentioning it because I know there will be new folks to jump on the feed. This is not our final product. There will be better cameras, and it will also not be zooming in and out. There will also be a scoreboard. Jaden Champion throwing right side, got it to Jeremiah Jones. Jeremiah gets to the corner, and he's going to get run out of bounds before he can get a first. However, he got some yardage there. I mean, that was not bad. So it'll be another complete pass. Let's see where they mark the ball. They marked the ball at the 30. So it'll be a gain of 4 on the play. And that is another catch for Jeremiah Jones. He has 2 catches for 17. Throwing it underneath, and that's a bad pass. He was being rushed. He was feeling the pressure. That's Jaden Champion. But it was intended for number 3, Kavian Taylor. But no, just couldn't quite make that one happen. So it'll be a turnover on downs. Humboldt Vikings got to go back on defense. And Halls has had much better field position tonight. This actually will be their worst field position, I think, of the night. Backed up at their own 30. Here we go, handing it off to number 10. Till you stop him, they're going to keep cramming him down your throat. And, oh. That's going to be Tyon Campbell and number 8. That is Martavius Marable, who seems like he is in on almost every play. That will be some yardage. They're going to give him forward progress to the 35. So it'll be a gain of 5. So 2nd and 5 from the 35. As they started this drive on the 30, time continues to tick on down. It is 10:55 remaining in the first half. Humboldt Vikings trail 14-6. Another handoff, number 10. He's got some great blocking. He got near the first down marker. However, that is Tyon Campbell with another big tackle. It's his second big tackle in this drive, but I think he got enough. Yeah, that's first. First down, Halls. So that'll get him out to the 40-yard line. All right. Handoff. They're going to be the right side of the line this time. Great tackle again. Tyon Campbell finding his way to the runner there. That gain will get them out to the 45. Is that another 5-yard gain? Yeah, they'll take that all day. Halls gets to the 45 there.
No flashing the lights. I mean, on first downs. Okay. Only on first downs.
All right, here we go. It's going to be a toss play. It's going to be number 11. He's hit by number 8, but he spins away. However, defensively, who was that? I'm looking for his number 60. Who did you say that was? Was that 62?
Maybe.
62, Amarian Young. It'll be 3rd and 1. Halls up to the 49. Got to stack that box. Here he comes. Big hole. Got the first down and more. That's going to be number 8 and number 4 in on the tackle there. But it'll be a Halls first down as they get out to the Humboldt 43-yard line. All right. They get set. It'll be 1st and 10 for Halls. And we have whistles. Somebody called a timeout. It's going to be Humboldt. So Humboldt takes a timeout. They want to talk this over. Let's take one with them. We will be right back. You're watching Viking football on Viking News on demand. Oh, hold on just a moment here. I almost did something. Let me, again, we're learning this new equipment. There we go. We'll be right back. Welcome in as we have 8 minutes, 17 seconds remaining in the first half. Humboldt takes a timeout. The 2013 upset win by Hall still echoes in their program today. The big 38-42 win last year, as well as 2023, the 10-8 close win that they got against Humboldt back in 2023. So They're enjoying the momentum. Here we go. We're getting ready for some more play as we come out of that timeout. And I got to click something here. Thank you, John. Quarterback rolling to his right. He's in trouble. Got it, though. That's going to be Tylen Richmond out there making the tackle, but not before Halls gets a first down. In the quarterback's face was Tyreek Boykin. Just needed a step more. Saying the viewer shows a lot better now. Yes, thank you. Got to stop the run, picking up 5 yards of play. I agree with that as well. And then they picked up a chunk right there. They went from the 49, the Halls 49, all the way down to the Viking 22. Going to be another run play right side. Bouncing out. He's got room. Hall scores another touchdown. It's a 22-yard touchdown run there. And Halls now takes a 20-6 lead as we have 7:33 remaining in the first half.
A couple of defenders in the secondary. Now for the PAT.
Here comes the extra point. It's up and it's good. 21-6. 21-6 is your score. We'll be right back. You're watching Viking football on Viking News on Demand. All right, it'll be Halls kicking off here to the Humboldt Vikings as Humboldt gets ready for their 5th offensive drive of the game. First drive, 65 yards for a touchdown. Couldn't convert the 2-point play. Or actually, we tried to kick the extra point. We missed it. Humboldt turned the ball over on downs on the second drive. And then on the third drive, we had a fumble by Jeremiah Jones. On the fourth offensive drive, Humboldt started at their own 40, turned the ball over at the Halls 30. So they got the ball moving, just couldn't punch it in. Now here we go. Humboldt going back on special teams here to receive the kickoff. Now we did get the ball first, so Halls will get it to start the second half. At halftime, I'm going to play the interview that Coach Hayden Williams gave to Mr. Stevie Ray Heyman in the Victory 93-7. And that's going to be Tylen Richmond with it. Yeah, he's in trouble. He's going to get stopped at the 42, maybe the 43. Looks like Humboldt will start at the 43 this drive. And here we go. I do see Jeremiah Jones. I see Kavian Taylor in the backfield as well with Jaden Champion. They're waiting on the play call to come in, but this clock is ticking on. No, they hadn't started it yet. I was going to say, they're waiting on the refs, I guess, to blow that whistle. There it is. Humboldt a little slow to come out and get set offensively this time. It will only be Jeremiah Jones in the backfield. There it is. Running to his right, Jaden Champion calls his own number, and he's going to get upended and lose yardage. And looks like they're going to mark it at the 41. So Jaden Champion will carry it for a -2 there. Wait a minute. They just moved it back to the line of scrimmage. So let's change that. No gainer. Apparently he got some forward progress that I could not see there. Second down and 10 from the Humboldt 43. Moving Richmond in motion. Fakes it to Richmond. Now he's going to have to roll to his right. He's flushed out of the pocket. Throws over the middle. Got it to Kavian Taylor. A good dart across the middle there. And what are we doing here? It's taking a while to get everybody up. But I believe, yeah, that was number 3. So that's Kavian Taylor with the grab. And we're going to have a hold, so they're going to bring it back. Man. Just can't catch a break tonight. Positive yardage being taken up with penalty yards. Which is disappointing. Brings up second down and 20 now as they back them up to the 33. Here we go. He's back to pass. Looking. He's got time. Throwing it over to the right side. He just fell down. Intercepted by Halls. Humboldt wants a call, but I don't think they're going to get it. So he incompletes that one down deep. It'll be the first interception for Champion. That pass was intended for Kylan Richmond, which seems to be his favorite target down that right side there. So Halls getting the ball back. They'll have it first and 10 now from their own 20. Defense needs to come up big here and fast. It's going to be another handoff. He gets to the corner. They're blocking great, sealing that edge. And good tackle by Tyon Campbell. As he picked 5th tackle of the day, he also has an interception. And now we got it out to the 36-yard line, as that will be a first down. Gain of 16. Defense not really looking gassed, but I do see frustration, obviously, as they've been able to run the ball pretty successfully all night long. Halls leads this one 21-6, moving the ball down the field. Going to be another handoff. Got a big hole up the middle. This time it's Tyon bouncing off of him. Finishing the deal will be number 8. Tyon slows him down. Martavius Marable picks it up, and that is Marable's 6th tackle. And I would say Tyon Campbell would get one there, too, with an assist. Vikings trying to move people off and on the field as you had number 70 coming out. That is David Jeter checking out for number 59, Devon Pettigrew. With the numbers Humboldt has this year, they can do that. And looks like Jeremiah Jones and Martavius Marable swap sides on that defensive line. There we go. Handoff number 12, right side. He's got a hole, and he's got more than a hole. He's got a first down and more as he gets in outside the 45 into the 40, and they're going to mark it at the 39, and there's all kinds of flags coming in. Oh, man. You don't want free yards. And that one started at the 50. Let's see what they say here. Humboldt keeps saying it's Halls. They're going to lay the ball down at the 38. So it was a gain of 12 on the run. Now the refs are talking about what took place. And it gets quiet in the stands. And Hall's coaches are not happy. We're waiting on them to sort this penalty out. Thank you for sharing the feed tonight. Again, we mentioned this is not our final product. We will get better. The cameras will get better, all of that. Just bear with us here. Here we go. It's going to be a personal foul against Halls. Another foul. Personal foul against Halls. Another foul against Humboldt. So, what? All right. So,
The two fouls offset, holding on.
Okay. So now they're going to say the two personal fouls offset. The holding is what they're going to end up marking off. So it will take away the first down. There we go. Okay. And I think they're getting ready to pull one of the players off. I think that the penalty was on. And he's going to get some coaching on the sideline. So it brings up first and what, 20? Looks like it.
18.
Okay, 18. All right. Quarterback's going to hand it off again. He's got a hole, but good job meeting him in the hole. Just couldn't get him down. He's going to be stopped by number 19. I have not called that young man's name but once tonight. That is Jalen Hampton. That'll be his second tackle of the night. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play. And that will put them now at the Halls 47. The thing is, if you're Humboldt, you don't like this clock continuing to tick down. We're under 4.5 minutes left in the first half, trailing 21-6. Here we go. Going to flick it out to the right. Humboldt couldn't get to him until he pushed him out of bounds. So number 11 was there. That's Demarion Westbrook, the freshman, getting some playing time tonight. But it is a Halls Tigers first down. No. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong one. I'm forgetting that they had the hold. So that actually just puts them at the 48. This is a 3rd and 8 as they move from the 47 to the Viking 48. All right. That penalty could be key here if the Vikings could get a stop and score. You saw an instance there where the Vikings had that happen earlier. A penalty took away a lot of positive yardage. Well, there it happened for Halls. However, Halls is having a lot more success than Humboldt. He's got a first down and more. Got it to the 30, and the Vikings are going to push him out of bounds. But he'll have a first down as he goes from the Viking 48 way down the field. And that ball is going to be at the 17. First and 10. Handoff number 10, right side. Vikings are there trying to get him down, but they're not tackling. They're just big gain. Running back runs back and says, keep it going. They'll move from the 17 down to what looks to be the 10, so gain of 7. Second down and what looks to be a long 2. Handoff number 11, left side. This time he gets to the corner, seals it, goes into the end zone. Touchdown Halls from 10 yards out. Halls increases their lead here with what looks to be 3:04 remaining in the first half. Humboldt desperately needing to score here and answer before the half. Extra point. It is good. So Halls leads 28-6. 3:04 remaining in the first half. I'm going to have to say it again as we've got new people joining. This is not the final product. This thing is automatically zooming off and on. Let me change that over to the screen for you. And so it's not always the camera guy's fault if we miss something. It is changing constantly. And he is literally hanging out the window to try to keep it from doing that. So just bear with us, guys. It seems like some of us never remember. We don't remember the days when it was just on the radio. I remember those days. I know I'm a dinosaur, but I do remember that. Here we go. From the 40, here comes the kickoff. Lots of whistles. What in the world? Got a flag. Is it delay of game? What in the world? Okay. So, yeah, it's delay of game on Halls.
Delay of game against the Tigers.
And so that will back it up to the 35. As Humboldt still awaits the football here with 3:04 remaining in the first half. Oh, my word. He popped it up in the air. Number 19 catches it. That's Jalen Hampton. Wow. That was something else. No, I don't ask for that tonight. We're doing good to have that on. So I said, is there a replay? No, not tonight. Humboldt's going to start what looks to be the Halls 45. We need points. First and 10, trailing 28-6. I see Jaden Champion coming out, giving the play call. Got Kavian Taylor. You also have number 14, Cameron Cole. Now he moves in motion to join Darian Taylor and Tyon Campbell on the right side. They're going to hand it off to Jeremiah Jones. There's nothing there. And that's going to be a loss of 2 on the play as they back it up to the Halls 47. Here we go. Back to pass. Champions in trouble. Pocket got cluttered real fast. Kavian Taylor going to the right, but it's coming back as I think there's another Halls. There's going to be a hold, but there's a fumble on the play, and Halls says they got it. Let's see what the call is. Holding on Humboldt. And they are saying Humboldt recovered it. So
Down on the play. Just down.
Oh, he was down on the play. Okay. So that hold is going to I thought they'd already made that call. Okay. Wow. That backs them up to the 42-yard line. And it'll be second down and 23 from the Humboldt 42. And now we got whistles. And it's going to be a timeout for Halls. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back. You're watching Viking football on Viking News on Demand. Welcome back in. History may favor Humboldt in this rivalry, but I'm going to tell you, Halls has owned the last 3 games, and they've really played great again tonight. Humboldt's backed up. It's going to be second down and 23 from the Humboldt 42. Here we go. He's going to throw it. It's too far down. He couldn't get it. Threw it right into the dirt. After a little while, you start hearing footsteps, and but he had a little more time on that play than he thought he did. Third down, incomplete pass. That pass intended for Jeremiah Jones. Jeremiah Jones was around the 48-yard line of Halls. It would have been a good pickup there on second down. Hey, Jaboris, good to hear from you, buddy. I'm doing well. Oh, Jaden Champion sacked, and the ball came out. But they're going to say it's a sack. It's up fourth down. And it's fourth down and very long now. Wow. They would have to get it all the way to the Halls 35. And this ball is marked at the Humboldt 32 as he lost 10 yards on the play. Jaboris, we're doing well. Just trying to get this new setup going. Hope you're doing well as well. Jaboris graduated last year. Miss you out here on the field, buddy. Here we go. They're going for it. Wait a minute. What's the flag? Or wait a minute. It may not be a flag. Play's called dead. He's waving the flag off. Humboldt called a timeout. All right. All right, we'll be right back. You're watching Viking football on Viking News on Demand. Welcome back in. Humboldt takes a timeout. I see that comment. Might be a Tigers fan by the end of tonight. Well, understand. It's been a rough first half for your Vikings. Humboldt going to go for it on fourth down here. They got a deep one. No, they're punting it. He punts it high. It's going out of bounds. Ball goes out at the Humboldt. No. Where is he going to mark that? You don't know where to go. There we go. He's going to mark it at the Humboldt 48. So we have to punt on our sixth offensive possession, and nothing doing there. And Halls will go on the field with 48 yards to the end zone.
48 seconds left to go.
Yeah, there's 48 seconds left here in the first half. They sure are. They're talking about how Halls is running the ball, and this will be something that. But I mean, Halls is pretty comparable to us school-wise as far as the size of the school. They did just move up to 2A. There's a lot of talk about that. But thankfully, this is not a district loss for us tonight. Oh. Overshot his man. Halls wants a flag, but they don't get it. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The incomplete pass does. And that will stop the clock at 43 seconds remaining in this first half. Jerry says Halls is running 3 plays: student body left, student body right, and jet sweeps. And it's being successful. Here we go, handoff right side. He's got another big hole. Vikings, yeah, there we go. Number 3 brings him down. That's Kavian Taylor with the tackle. Not before he gets a first down. And we have Tyon Campbell down at the 40. Tyon Campbell is down at the 40. And Jalen Hampton was there with him. Looks like, and you could be having some cramping and that sort of thing going on tonight, as hot as it is. We'll take a quick break here. When we come back, we'll have more Viking football on the other side. Don't go anywhere. It does look to be cramps as he walks to the sideline there. And so thankful for that. Nothing serious. And we'll resume play. It'll be 1st and 10 for Halls. And they will be at the Humboldt 26-yard line. They've already went 22 yards. On this drive. I understand, Miss Bryson. She said, this game is stressing my blood pressure. I understand. DJW Ministries, good to hear from you. Non-district game says Humboldt will make progress. We definitely hope so. I'll show that comment there as he's talking about got to tackle, give players time to develop, or give plays time to develop. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. The incomplete pass there, and brings up 2nd down and 10 from the 26. All right. Taking some time getting the play call in. But there's still 30 and a half seconds left in this quarter. We will be at halftime soon. We'll try to pull up some scores maybe from around the region in just a little bit. Handoff number 10. Big hole left side. He's going, and he's gone. Touchdown, Halls. .23 seconds remaining in the half. Halls extending their lead. Waiting now on the kick. Kick is down. It's up. Hold us down. Kick is up. It's good. There you go. Halls Tigers leading 35-6. 23 and a half seconds remaining in the first half. There was a penalty on that play, by the way, and it will be assessed on the kickoff, running into the kicker. So that will cause Halls to be kicking it from the Humboldt 45-yard line. And there is let's see, 23 seconds remaining. Here we go. Humboldt needs something desperately here. I mean, man. You would like to get a score before halftime, but you don't have a lot of time. Here comes the kick. All right. Got it from the 25. He's going to get slung down right there. That's Kavian Taylor. Nowhere to go. It's good to see Miss Lennon on here tonight. We're going to talk at halftime about the game, the junior high boys. Her husband is the head coach of the junior Vikings. Junior high boys had a big game last night, defeating Ripley on the road 40-8. All right. We'll cover some more comments here coming in. Some great history comments as well coming from Mr. Osborne there. We'll talk about that here in just a second as we wrap up this quarter. There's 18, almost 19 seconds. Humboldt. Jaden Champion back to pass. He's got a pocket. He's going to flick it to number 5. That is Nizer Johnson. Johnson will get it up to the 35-yard line. Do what? And that's halftime. All right, so we'll complete the pass for what looks to be 5 yards, but that would be all she wrote before halftime. Vikings want to get to the locker room and talk about this as, man, I mean, not a whole lot of positives to pull out of the first half. If we're just, I mean, if we're honest, it's tough. But not sure what they're talking about out there with the refs. But, I mean, that's pretty clear cut. So, let me change that so you can take your hand down. How about that? Let's go right here for now. Hey, folks, appreciate you joining us here on the broadcast. Oh, wait just a minute. Let me turn that camera off, bro. Just a second. Here we go. All right. Not sure why that's not showing. We'll figure this out here in just a moment. Appreciate you joining us here on Viking News On Demand. I'll just do this right here. How about that? Thanks for joining us tonight. We're getting ready for halftime, and I'm going to highlight here some things. I want to talk about the junior high Vikings. Let's highlight some positives here as we regroup here at halftime. If you're just joining us, it is halftime here in Halls as Humboldt trails 35-6. The Humboldt Vikings wasted no time last night, reminding everyone why their offense, the junior Vikings, that is one of the most dangerous in West Tennessee. In a commanding 40-8 victory on the road against the Ripley Tigers. Humboldt's balanced rushing attack, optimistic defense, suffocating momentum set the tone early and never allowed the home team to find their footing. The contest was decided by halftime. By the time Ripley managed to score late in the fourth quarter against a running clock, the Vikings had already built an insurmountable 40-0 lead, leaving little doubt about the superiority of their team on both sides of the ball. Starting from their own 34-yard line on the opening possession, folks, Humboldt immediately showcased its ground game. Running back Damarian Emerson set the pace with a bruising first down run to move the chains. And a few plays later, capped the drive with an 8-yard touchdown run. He also powered in the 2-point conversion, giving the Vikings an 8-0 advantage with 8:10 left in the first quarter. That early statement was only the beginning. After forcing Ripley into a quick offensive stall, Humboldt's next possession took just one snap, and speedster Jadian Patterson, he turned the corner and sprinted 26 yards untouched into the end zone. And once again, the Vikings converted to 2 points, quickly doubling their lead to 16. Now, on Ripley's next drive, Humboldt's defense began asserting itself. Patterson made a highlight reel tackle for a loss on third down, and Tigers' fourth down attempt at midfield failed, giving the Vikings another short field to work with. With just 2:26 left in the first quarter, Humboldt struck again. Patterson broke free on a 39-yard touchdown run. It was his second of the game. The 2-point play was good, and suddenly it was 24-0. The Vikings weren't finished with their first quarter onslaught. On the ensuing kickoff, they executed a perfect onside kick, recovered by Bryce Dow. A few plays later, after a near fumble at the 11-yard line, Caden Price punched in a touchdown run. Once again, the conversion was successful, giving Humboldt an eye-popping 32-0 lead by the end of the first quarter. Ripley briefly showed signs of life in the second quarter, a defensive penalty, and extended the drive into Humboldt territory. But the Tigers, they failed to capitalize, stalling at the Viking 44. Every time Ripley seemed to gain ground, Humboldt's front seven looked like that they would just, they would respond with discipline. They were closing the running lanes. They were pressuring the quarterback. It was all kinds of stuff going on, even on defense. And when Humboldt regained possession late in the half, they turned to the passing game to stretch the defense. Facing a 3rd and 10, Patterson dropped back, lofted a beautiful ball to wide receiver Edward Agnew, who hauled it in for a 31-yard touchdown. The conversion was once again successful, and Humboldt carried a 40-0 lead into the break. Their offense averaged nearly 10 yards per play, with every major skill player contributing. Jadian Patterson had 2 rushing touchdowns, plus a passing touchdown to Agnew, and key defensive plays, including a fumble recovery. Damarian Emerson last night, he had a touchdown run, multiple chain moving carries, and multiple successful 2-point conversions. Bryce Dow was a consistent first down runs and recovery of the onside kick. Caden Price, a rushing touchdown to close the first quarter barrage. And then Edward Agnew, highlight was the 31-yard touchdown catch, showing the Vikings' ability to hurt defenses through the air as well. So after the game, Junior Vikes head coach praised the execution of his linemen, noting their dominance up front. Coach Lennon said, "My linemen, they know their assignments. If you get to the line, to get the line to come off the ball," he said, "I've got 2 sets of backs that can take it to the house anytime. They look like that old Dallas Cowboy big line," he said. "Any good running back would love to run behind them." And while the offense piled on points, Humboldt's defense suffocated Ripley's every attempt to gain momentum last night. The Tigers managed just 1 first down in the entire first half, which came only after a Humboldt penalty. Beyond that, they were either dropped behind the line of scrimmage or forced into incomplete passes all night long. Linebacker Kylan Wilson-Johnson delivered a particularly punishing tackle for a loss late in that second quarter that drew gasps from the Ripley crowd. Defensive lineman DeAndre Kinney and Courtney Allen clogged running lanes most of the night, while Patterson anchored the secondary, flying to the ball whenever Ripley tried to get outside. Coach emphasized that his players wasn't a fluke, but the payoff of a consistent hard work from his players over the last 2 years is starting to show. He said, "These kids getting to 2-0, they don't know what it feels like until tonight. These are kids that have been losing a lot at this level, but they've stayed the course. They come to practice. They learn every day, and it's paying out for them." With a 40-0 advantage at the break, officials implemented the running clock in the second half, and Humboldt pulled back offensively, choosing to rotate in some younger players. And that conservative approach opened the door for Ripley's lone bright spot late in the game. Starting from midfield with just over 3 minutes remaining, the Tigers pieced together their first sustaining drive of the night. They strung together 3 first downs, and with 2:39 left in the fourth quarter, they finally broke into the end zone on a short run from the Humboldt 26-yard line. The two-point conversion was successful, and they avoided the shutout and trimmed the deficit to 40-8. But it was far little too late. Humboldt simply fielded the kickoff, ran out the clock, and walked off the field with another convincing victory. Humboldt's coaching staff emphasized discipline and execution heading into the game, and the Vikings delivered on both counts. The offense rarely stalled and converting nearly every scoring opportunity. Defensively, the Vikings demonstrated sound tackling and gap responsibility, never allowing Ripley's backfield to find any kind of rhythm. Tonight, we are at halftime. We've got right at about 13 minutes remaining at halftime here, and we're starting to calculate some stats and that sort of thing for you. We're trying. Let's get that back on there. We're trying our hardest to get that all back up and running for you here. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but I'm going to get that fixed. So if you'll give me just a moment, we'll have that corrected here. Not sure what happened to our camera, but we'll get that all going here in just a moment. Thank you for watching tonight. We'll put this screen up there. We're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to work on some statistics to share with you as offensive numbers and who's our leading tackler on defense. All of that coming up here in just a moment. You're watching Viking football on Viking News on Demand. Welcome back in. Appreciate you joining us on this Friday night. We are sitting here at right about 11 minutes till we come back. And appreciate you joining us on this Friday night. Let me check in with the stats. We've got them tallied here. Your quarterback tonight, Jaden Champion, is 6 of 15 for 89 yards. He does have one interception, and there is one touchdown as well. So you've got that. Rushing-wise, Jeremiah Jones, 5 carries, -2 yards, and 1 fumble. You also have Jaden Champion, 1 carry for no yards. Darian Taylor has a catch for 25. Tylen Richmond has 2 catches for 47. And Jeremiah Jones has 2 catches for 17. Your leading tackler for the game tonight is Tyon Campbell. Well, he's got 6 tackles and an interception. Martavius Marable has 6 tackles as well. So what puts Tyon Campbell just a little bit ahead is that interception. And so it's been a long first half. Vikings trail 35-6. Again, we make sure you know this is not our final product. We will have a scoreboard overlay, all of that coming soon. And camera angles, all of that will be better. We will figure out the automatic zoom and all of that as well. We will go back to that camera here in just a little while. But right now, we're giving him a break. He was literally hanging outside of the press box. So we're literally giving him just a little bit of a break here, and then he will come back and we'll bring you the field again. It's beautiful out here. The weather is nice now. It's going to be even nicer next week as we will be hosting the Trenton Peabody Golden Tide in Humboldt next Friday night. We will go live at 6:30 with a pregame show. And I'll tell you what, let's do right now. We're going to play. If you want to hear Coach Hayden Williams every Friday morning, you can do that on the Victory 93.7 as he recapped kind of their scrimmages and he talked about what they were hoping to do tonight. Let's play that interview with Mr. Stevie Ray Heyman and the Victory 93.7 FM.
We are joined by Hayden Williams, head coach of the Vikings of Humboldt. Good morning, Coach. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Man, just way too blessed to be depressed. Everything couldn't be better, man. It's Friday. It's football. Tonight's kickoff temperature, Coach, 83 degrees with a wind out of the north at about 5. How you liking that?
Man, I'm loving it. I am loving it.
I think we caught a break.
Yeah, next week it's supposed to be even better.
I know it. It's just a something. I just remember in the past, well, week number 1, be about 95 at kickoff. You know, you got to worry about the heat index, but 83 degrees tonight. It could not be better. And the Vikings of Humboldt will be on the road taking on the Halls Tigers. And Coach, this is year number 2 as the head coach of the Vikings, right?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right. Just reflect back a little bit on last year and reflect a little bit as we head into this new season, if you would, sir.
Absolutely. Last year, like I said, it was my first year here. I got here in February, so I got here, a little late, but enough time. We had a spring practice, but didn't really have time to put in everything we wanted to put in for last year. But the kids came and they bought into what I was telling them, and they worked hard for me. We ended up with 3 wins last year, which was a step up from the year before where they didn't win any. So I was happy with that. And man, we're just looking to take another step forward this year. Kids have really bought in. We have a small senior class, but man, it's a bunch of kids who come to work every single day.
How many seniors you have, Coach?
We have 5.
5 seniors on
a team of 41 kids.
41, 9 through 12?
Yes, sir.
41 kids, and only 5 of them are seniors. Boy, I'll tell you this, the future's bright then.
Absolutely.
Look at it that way, man. But, hey, let's talk about this. Let's talk a little bit about this year. First of all, tell us about the scrimmage last week against Gibson County.
It was good to get out there and get some work, man. I appreciate Gibson County for having us out there. They have a lot of young guys coming into their program, so they're kind of in the same boat we are in that situation. But it was a good look for us, and we got a lot of work in that game, and man, just like I said, getting a lot of reps in really helped our kids.
And the Vikes of Humboldt will kick off the season going on the road, taking on the Halls Tigers. Halls is a program over the last couple of years. They've turned it around a little bit, haven't they, Coach?
They have. Halls, over the past few years, I want to say 3 years ago, they won 6 games. That year before last, they won 2 in kind of a rebuild and Coach Seagal's first year there. And then this past year, they won 8 games. So, I mean, they're trending in the right direction. They moved up to 2A and moved out of our region. So, but we competed with them last year, and that's a game that, we thought would be beneficial to us to keep on the schedule, just to get a good look at a good program.
They've jumped into maybe the toughest AA region in the state with Milan and Huntington. Man. But the Halls Tigers headed to Lauderdale County. All right, so tell us about your team, what folks can look at offensively and defensively, Coach.
Like I said, we actually ended up returning a lot offensively. We lost KT, who was one of our leading receivers last year, but other than that, we really returned everyone. We returned Jeremiah Jones, who was a 1,000-yard rusher for us. Returned our quarterback from last year, KD Taylor, who will be a senior as well this year. He was a big-time player for us last year, offensively and defensively. We returned Darian Taylor, who is one of the better athletes in the area, in my opinion. So, I mean, we returned a lot offensively, and defensively, we were really young last year. We started a lot of freshmen and sophomores. So we knew there'd be some growing pains there, but it's great to kind of see how they're all meshing together this year, with a year of experience under their belt in our defense. And and I've been happy with how they've looked in scrimmages.
And, Coach, it is obvious that a lot of people set goals going into the year. Did you set any goals for this Viking team for 2025?
Absolutely. Our goal is to make the playoffs and hopefully host a playoff game this year.
Nice.
That's our goals, and that's what all of our kids know. That's our standard for this year. So we're going with that, and we're preaching it every single day.
Have you been pretty healthy during the drills the last 4 weeks? Stayed pretty healthy?
Yeah, absolutely. We have one kid who he had an ACL injury about midway through last year. He's not fully back yet. And we had one injury in the summer who, it was a shoulder injury, so those can be kind of nagging. But other than that, we're healthy from scrimmages.
All right. Tonight, it all takes place. You're the only county school that is not playing in the county. Milan's at home, South Gibson's at home, Peabody's at home, Gibson County's at home, but Humboldt's making the trip to Lauderdale County, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
Road Warriors.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, let's hoping the Vikings crank it up with a win to kick off the 2025 campaign. And we look forward to every Friday morning visiting with you at 7:30 during the football campaign. Okay, sir?
Hey, I look forward to it. I appreciate you having me on.
Thank you, Coach.
Welcome back in as we are getting ready. We got 2 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in halftime. Thanks for joining us tonight. And as we said, leading tackler for this team is Tyon Campbell with 6. Martavius Marable has 6 as well. So I guess we say they are tied for team lead. And then Tyon Campbell has a defensive interception for Humboldt as well. Looking at the stats here on offense one more time. Jaden Champion, 6 of 15, 89 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Jeremiah Jones, the shock of the night, 5 carries, -2 yards, and 1 fumble. We also have Jaden Champion with 1 carry, no yards there. Darian Taylor has 1 catch for 25. Tylen Richmond has 2 catches for 47. Jeremiah Jones, 2 catches for 17. Thanks for joining us on this Friday night. As we said earlier, Humboldt leads the series 14-5, but if they don't quickly turn things around tonight, it's going to go to 14-6. And I can go through those if I could find those scores. I've got them here somewhere. All the way back to 1927, I found some scores, and I've got them here. Here they are. In 1927, Humboldt led 6-0 at the end of that one. And then in 1958, they were in Halls here. Humboldt won 32-6. 1959, Humboldt won 46-7. It was another Humboldt victory in 97 as they blanked them 54-0 in Humboldt. At Humboldt in 1998, we won 48-14. 99, we won 27-13. And in 2000, we won 34-6. Now, I looked, and there were he's showing off his nachos. He got some nachos he's excited about. 2001 to 2008, we didn't play them. And then in 2009, Humboldt won 28-7. 2010, we won 55-0. In 2011, we won 48-15. And then 2012, we won 29-14. Then is when the story starts kind of changing. Halls kind of turns it around. They won in 2013, 12-7 here in Halls. But then Humboldt got back to their winning ways in 2014, and they shut them out 13-0. Then we didn't play them 15, 16, 17, or 18. But then in 2019, we were at Humboldt, and Halls won on the road in Humboldt in Viking country 33-7. 2021, Humboldt shut them out 40-0. 2022, it was a nail biter, but Humboldt pulled it out here in Halls, 27-26. However, 2023 in Humboldt, Halls got the better of Humboldt 10-8. 2024, Halls got the better of us here, 42-38, and right now they lead 35-6. 35-6. Let's go back through some of these comments and pull some of these here for you. Appreciate you joining us. One of the comments was from Mr. Osborne. Said, I hadn't seen a Halls running game like this since several years ago. And this young man, he wore number 2. And let me tell you, that boy could play ball. And he also said that was back when his knees allowed him to travel to all Viking away games. And so appreciate you joining us tonight and being on the show this evening. I see, I said probably the class of 2013, football season 2011. They had a great run that year, made it to the second round of the state playoffs. Yeah, fantastic. Mr. Wardlow, he kind of highlights here, got a lot of work to do, talking about the penalties and the bad tackling, and got to take the quick short passes, get receivers out in the open one-on-one, but then talks about the need to block. And that was one of the areas we really thought Humboldt was going to do better in tonight, was the offensive line. And it was just something so far tonight we just haven't had. Somebody asking what the score. Vikings trail 35-6 here at halftime. This is not our final setup. Eventually, you'll have a graphic overlay where you will see the score and at least the quarter. I probably won't have the time up there. It's hard to keep up with all of that. But appreciate you joining us here on this Friday night. Let me look out here. It looks like we're down to the final minute. Let's take one more break. And when we return, more of Viking football on Viking News on Demand. Welcome back in. We are getting ready for the second half kickoff. Fans have come here for football, but many of them are leaving with memories tonight. Bragging rights on every snap, and so far it's been all Halls. And you know what? Halls has won 4 of the last 6, including back-to-back thrillers, 2023 10-8, 2024 42-38. They're wanting to make it 3 in a row. That's what they're trying to do tonight. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and go out to that camera now that John is back. His arm well rested. Here we go. Thanks for joining us tonight. It will get better. Oh, halftime question of the day. Strawberry Festival or Tomato Festival? Which is better? Hey, I'm going to show that comment. Mike Hollis Osborne III. Those are probably fighting words. They're probably all going to come back with Strawberry Festival. You know what's going on in Humboldt, the West Tennessee Strawberry Festival, every year in May. But let's see what happens. Here we go. Humboldt kicking it off first. Make sure I got my stuff together here. There we go. It'll be Tylen Richmond doing the kickoff duties again. This will be his second kickoff of the night. Puts it on the ground. And Halls goes for it. I'm surprised they dove after that and didn't let that ball go out of bounds. But they were probably concerned a Viking player could be anywhere. Now I'm seeing a flag. There's 2 flags. Do not know. Okay. Well, we'll see what the call is. We have our first Strawberry Festival vote, Mr. Hollis. Here we go. Waiting on the call as they pick up the laundry. Personal foul against Humboldt. Personal foul against Halls. Those will offset. And so basically, nothing happens. Halls will get the ball here to start the second half, and they will be at the 29. It'll be their seventh drive of the game. I'm sorry. Here we go. We need some big plays here and a quick turnover for this Humboldt defense. Let's go ahead and start talking that positivity now. This place was alive in the first half. Here we go. He's back to pass. He's being flushed out to his right. Actually, it's thrown. Oh, that's going to be a flag. Yeah, that's a flag. That's a flag against Humboldt. It's a good call. Don't have to like it, but it's right. Yeah, that was going to be on Demarion Westbrook, the freshman. And they'll pull him out of the game there over that. He'll have to get some personal coaching. So that's going to move the ball, which it's not from the spot of the foul in high school football. So thankfully, that would have been ugly in the NFL. Here we go. That'll move them to the Hall 44 after the penalty. And we get a new set of downs. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Halls 44. And we have a new quarterback. No, they just hiked it straight to the running back. That's number 11. He's got a big hole, got the edge. Here we go. Staying on his feet, got it to the 40. Now he's down to the 35, and it will be Tylen Richmond there to bring him down. But not before it's a Halls. First down. That's a big gain as Halls moves from their own 44 to the Viking 38-yard line. Oh, it is 33. It's Halls 33. You're right. 1st and 10. He's going to run it. That's number 11 again, right up the middle, almost untouched. But then number 3, Kavian Taylor, comes in with the tackle. Halls first down. The last 2 years have been thrillers. Tonight, not so much, as Humboldt has struggled stopping this run game really from the very get-go. Here we go again. Straight snap to number 11. He's going to run it. He's got it into the end zone. I believe that's a touchdown for Halls. Yes. Wow. Halls increases their lead here. This hometown crowd excited to see that score. Now, John, you'll be able to see better than I can, but that should start, I believe, running clock soon. Junior high is 30 points. I'm trying to remember what high school is. Okay, there's the kick. And it's no good. All right, so Halls now leads 41-6. It is 41-6. We'll take a quick break. When we return, more Viking football straight ahead. come back in. Humboldt will get the ball next, as Halls just capitalized on their opening possession of the second half. Now it's Halls 41, Humboldt 6, and it should be running clock. Halls leads 41-6. See Leonardo Sanchez checking in. Oh, it's going to get to number 14. He cuts out to the right side and gets across the 50. That'll be Cameron Cole, the sophomore, catching that onside kick. And now I've got to go to my offensive stats here, so your screen will get just a little smaller there, John. Here we go. Humboldt just needing some offensive production here against Halls. Thankfully, this is no longer a district game.
Clock is not running yet.
They're not running the clock yet. I wonder, yeah, he's trying to motion to him. Run the clock. All right. It's going to be a throw to number 5.
Way to go, Gita. Way to block. Nice, Gita.
All right. Decent starting position here as they started at the 49. Now they're down at the Halls 44. Jaden Champion, still your starting quarterback. He's in the backfield by himself, takes off down a D, got a good hole there. They're trying to strip that ball out. They couldn't do it. Jaden Champion takes that ball 4 yards, and he'll be 1 yard short of the first down. Wait a minute, there's a flag. It's probably going to be a hold, isn't it? It's against Humboldt. Oh, man. So that play will be negated with a penalty. And Humboldt will get backed up again. And it comes to the Humboldt 44, as it's a 10-yard penalty there. Penalties will be the talk again of a Humboldt coach after what looks to be a loss here tonight. They're trying to get that clock to run. They will not run the clock. Everybody's giving the motion now. Here we go. Second down and 15. Okay, so
Coach was asking about play clock or that clock.
gotcha.
Making sure it wasn't play clock running.
Yeah. All right. They're going 5 wideouts. No. Okay, it's 4. I thought there was an extra one. No, it's 4. Good block by Jeremiah Jones. However, couldn't get away from both of those guys. That'll be a quarterback sack for Jaden Champion back at the 40. Woo. That's tough. Ouch. They gave him forward progress, so he only lost 1 yard there. It'll be 4th down and long. Here we go. Halls is up 41-6, still in the third quarter. It's going to be back to pass. Champion throwing. Got it to number 3, Kavian Taylor. He's got a first down. Got it to the Halls 30-yard line. That is a great pass. So that was from the 43 to the Halls 30-yard line. Wow. All right, Jaden Champion in trouble, throwing the ball. Are they going to call that a foul or call that a fumble? I think they did. No, incomplete pass. Woo. My word. So they're calling that an incomplete pass, right? Okay. So there's an incomplete pass.
Player down.
Oh yeah, we do have a player down. While we do that, let's take a quick break, and I can catch these stats up here as well. We'll be right back. You're watching Viking football on Viking News on Demand. As they continue to work with a Viking player out about the 35-yard line. Looks like they're about to bring him to his feet. That is Jaden Champion, probably having some cramping issues, looks like, being helped off. Mike Osborne III, halftime question he had was Strawberry Festival or Tomato Festival. So far, I've seen one Strawberry Festival. Haven't seen anything else. I'm looking. All right, it'll be second down and 10. Let me go back here, take that off, and go to the field. They're getting ready to play. It'll be Kavian Taylor, your new quarterback, as they help Jaden Champion to the sideline there. We are down to 7:19 left in the third quarter. Humboldt Vikings are at the Halls 30. Here we go. Play clock down to 22. He's got time. Back to pass. Kavian's going to run it. He's got it to the 28. I think he got stopped there. Let's see where they officially mark that. It was a positive gain. Wasn't a whole lot. Looks like a gain of where's the ball? 3. Yeah. They got it at the 27. Third down and 7 here. It's back to pass. Throw, too far. That pass was intended for Demarion Westbrook. Just a little too far out in front of him. Brings up fourth down and 7. And if you're Humboldt, you got to go for it here, I feel like. My word, the clock ain't running still. Fourth down at 7. Looks like Jeremiah Jones will be immediately to his left. Kavian Taylor staying in the gun. That's Nizer Johnson. And also number 11, Demarion Westbrook. Tyon Campbell and Tylen Richmond are the wideouts. He's going to give it to Tylen Richmond. Running down that left side. Bounces back up the middle. And the Halls defense is going to stop him there. He gets from the 28 down to what looks to be around the 24. Trying a little bit of trickery there, but it didn't work, and it'll be a turnover on downs for your Vikings. Yeah, they marked it at the 27. So a pickup of 3 for Tylen Richmond. Came up 4 yards short of a first down there. Now it'll be Halls football. The 8th offensive possession of the night. Starting at their own 27. It'll be another. Well, that defense got in there, didn't they? It was a fumble, and the Vikings recovered it. So now the Viking offense coming out. So now the Vikings trying again, now with a new set of downs. And it looks like they're going to mark that at the Halls. Is that the 18? Yeah. Halls 19. Kavian Taylor still in at quarterback. Handoff. Jeremiah Jones bouncing. He ain't got anywhere to go. I mean, he tries to move. He did get a little bit, I guess. They're going to mark it down at the 16. So it'll be a pickup of 3. Wait a minute. Referee takes a timeout. And we have a Halls player down. Oh, yeah, they have their second team in, I'm sure. I'm sure. While they tend to that player, let's take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back in. He was able to walk off on his own power, so glad to see that. Humboldt going into the gun. 2nd down and 8. Throwing. Got it to him. Kavian Taylor completes that pass, and that will be to Tyon Campbell. It's a 1st down. That was a nice pass. As so where do they put it, at the 8? All right, that'll be a pickup of 8. Here we go. 1st and goal from the 8. Kavian looking in trouble. Throwing, got it to number 2, Jeremiah Jones. It'll be a loss. That's a 3-yard loss. As they get Jeremiah Jones in the backfield. 2nd and goal from what looks to be the 12. Yeah. And as another Halls player having to be helped off. It's just a lot of cramping on a warm night like tonight. Thankfully, it's not any major injuries. We have 2.5 minutes remaining in this one. 41-6, Halls on top of the Vikings on this balmy Friday night. Here we go. Now the time has started again. It's 2nd and goal from the 12. Vikings started on the Halls 19-yard line after a fumble recovery. Kavian back to pass. Looking. Throwing right side. Nobody's there. Halls intercepts it. No. He said incomplete. Wow. Incompletion. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe that pass was way off target. Kavian Taylor now. He's got Tylen Richmond to his right. Tyon Campbell. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody jumped. I don't know if it's Humboldt or Halls, but somebody jumped. Let's see what they call here. Humboldt's already backing up. Yeah, it's against Humboldt. Oh, no. Offsides against Halls. But Humboldt was backing up. That's what was throwing me off. Yeah, so that's going to give Humboldt 5 yards. Well, close to it. And the ball is now down. Is it at the 5? More than 5 yards. About 7 yards.
5 yards.
Okay.
At the 8.
Okay. He's in trouble. Rolling to his left. Kavian Taylor throwing it. Complete. Touchdown. Humboldt. So an 8-yard touchdown pass there from Kavian Taylor to number 11, Demarion Westbrook. So that should be his first high school touchdown as the connection there. And they're going to go for 2, I believe. And he's looking, throwing left side. Incomplete. 41-12 is your score. Humboldt just scored here in the third quarter with 17 seconds remaining in the third. We'll be right back. You're watching Viking football on Viking News on Demand. Well, Humboldt scores with 17 seconds remaining in the third. They had not scored since their opening drive of the game. And that's tough to win ball games like that, especially when teams have been able to run like the Halls Tigers has tonight. But at least they got a touchdown. That's what we want to see as this team continues to play. You got to play out the minutes. And Humboldt is continuing to come out. Now here they get ready for a kickoff to the Halls Tigers. Now the Halls Tigers do look like they got their second team in here to finish out this game. And here we go. Swap you over to the screen there where you can see them coming out. We're getting ready for the kickoff here with 17 seconds remaining in the third. It is running clock. Actually, it wouldn't be now because they just brought it in within it's less than 30 points now, so it shouldn't be running clock the rest of the game unless Hall scores again quickly. So, here we go. It was a great pass from Kavian Taylor and a great catch by Westbrook. Here we go. Kickoff by Richmond. It's going to try the onside, and Halls does a great job catching that one. Halls will start at Humboldt's 48-yard line as they get back on the field. And it looks like their original quarterback is back in. So maybe some second team coming out. Wait a minute. Yeah, we're starting the fourth quarter. Here we go. We'll be right back. You're watching Viking football on Viking News on Demand. Welcome back in. Humboldt trails 41-12. We're getting ready to start the final quarter of this ball game. And did not go as Humboldt fans have hoped for, but it's been a fun night to say the least. Tonight's game is the kind you'll talk about for years, but for Halls, it'll be how they dominated on the ground all night long. Humboldt has struggled to stop that run, and I have to think Halls is going to go back to that here in this fourth quarter. Here we go. Halls will start it at the Humboldt 48. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass. I'm wrong. Wide open, number 25. Incomplete pass. Wow. I can't believe they went to the air right there. I think they wanted to hurry and score and get that running clock back, but the quarterback simply just overshot him. Number 25 for Halls was wide open, which is what I talked about tonight in my keys for the game. I was nervous about that. If Humboldt's corners could stay with them, as that has been our nemesis in years past. Here we go. Second down and 10 from the Humboldt 49. Handoff left side. Here they go. Big hole. And it'll be number 3 for Humboldt. Kavian Taylor in on the play. Uh-oh, flag. Cameron Cole. There's a late came flying. Personal foul against Humboldt late. It was against Halls. So he first called it against Humboldt. They're now calling it against Halls. And Halls' coach giving him an earful, but they're about to mark this off. I didn't see anything happen, but there was a lot going on, and I noticed that he immediately threw the flag like when the play was done. He heard something. So that's going to back Halls up now to the Humboldt 42. And it brings up third and close to 20 yards. Maybe 19. Looks like it.
19, yeah.
Here we go. Third and 19. Moving a man in motion. Quarterback's going to keep it. Rolling out to his left. He's got an open number 9. There it is. Halls. He's caught it. And Humboldt's trying to catch him. It ain't going to happen. Halls scores. A 58-yard touchdown strike. And there is your running clock back. Halls on the board. One more time. 47-12. It's 9:53 left in the fourth quarter. Let's see what Humboldt does, or what Halls will do here. I think they're going to kick the extra point. Yeah, number 6 lining up to kick off of a number 11 hold. And it's blocked. Extra point is blocked. Who was that? Number 8. That is Martavius Marable. You knew they were going to eventually get there. They were close earlier, and they ran into the kicker. You want a break? Let me give you a break there. I know you're holding that, but I'll keep it here. I'm not going to take another break, but you knew they were going to get that block eventually. They've been in the backfield on those extra points all night long, and they just kept getting closer. That time, Martavius Marable will come up with that blocked extra point. So here we are with 47-12, the score, and it should be running clock again. Good to see Pastor Cook on the stream tonight, as he was able to witness that touchdown just a few minutes ago for the Vikings. Now let's see if the Vikings can answer here with some momentum of their own. 7-12. Coming back to you. Here we go. I wonder if Jaden Champion is done for the night. We'll see. I don't see him on the sideline, but the way that the stands are, he could be there. It's the old concrete stands. He could be sitting over there somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I would say his night is over. You don't want to sacrifice him for the rest of the year in a game that is, a game is pretty much done. Mr. Wardlow, bringing a very good question there, and I understand that. How you get open on 3rd and 20 like that. Yeah, you don't give up the deep play. That's for sure. Tyreek Boykin getting that onside kick, and Humboldt will start at their own 48-yard line here. 52 yards to the end zone as Humboldt goes back on offense for the 9th time of the night. 1st and 10. I think Kavian Taylor will finish the night at quarterback. Actually, I don't see Kavian Taylor out there. Here we go. Yeah, that is him. There you go. Complete pass over the middle to number 5, Nizier Johnson. So Kavian Taylor completes another one there. It'll be a little short pass. What do you get? 3 yards? No, they're going to give him 4. Give him 4 for 2nd and 6. Second down and 6 here. Moving Johnson in motion to the right. Nope, stops in the middle. He's back to pass. Kavian's in trouble. He's going to get sacked. Halls is winning 41-6 here in, 47-12. They got an old score here right in front of me. I'm looking at the old drive sheet right here in front of me. 47-12. We should have running clock. It's 3rd and 9. As we just lost 3 yards there on the play. Kavian Taylor now on 3rd and 9 from the Humboldt 49. Back to pass. Rolling to his left. Gets to the corner, goes out of bounds, losing another yard. No, he lost more than another yard. He lost 2 yards. And it'll bring up 4th down. Trying to get to the corner, make something happen. There was nothing there. He runs out of bounds. Actually, he lost 3 yards there. 4th and 11. No, he only lost 2. 4th and 11. Down to 7 minutes remaining here in the 4th. Back. Throws deep to the left. Jeremiah Jones can't pull it in. It's way over his head. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Humboldt. So Halls returns to offense here with 6:45 remaining in the 4th. And they will start this one at the Humboldt 47. They started their last drive at the Humboldt 48, and it resulted in a 58-yard touchdown pass on a 3rd and 20. Hopefully Humboldt can come up with a stop here, get some positivity before getting back on that bus to take the ride home. It's going to be a long hour bus ride, though. You never like those bus rides when you lose them games. Oh, man. Not enough players out on the field, and so Halls rushes a player out. They're going to have to hurry to the line. They're down now to less than 7 seconds on the clock. 5 seconds. Got it. Handoff left side. And, oh, he's going to the house. Halls scores again. 47-yard touchdown run. Halls putting their foot down, continuing to pull away here as now the new score, Halls 53, Humboldt 12, and we're down to 5.5 minutes remaining in this ball game.
I'm about to cry.
Here comes the extra point. Kick is up, and he punches that one through. So new score, Humboldt 12, Halls 54. We'll be right back. You're watching Viking football on Viking News on Demand. Welcome back in. Fourth quarter. Halls leads 54-12. Humboldt getting back on their 10th offensive possession of the night. Clock continues to run. So let's go here so you can see what's happening on the field. How about that? That would be nice, wouldn't it? There we go. I don't know if they want to watch this now or not, but we're at 3.5 minutes, 3:20. Clock continues to run. More than likely, this will be your last offensive possession of the night. Make something happen. Give your team something to smile about. That's number 14 for Humboldt. Continuing to move, gets taken down at the 49. That is Cameron Cole with the return, actually falling forward. They're going to get him near the 50. I think they're going to say midfield. Here we go. The mark it at the 50. Halls 54, Humboldt 12. 2:35 remaining in this ball game. Next week, Humboldt will host Peabody. Wait a minute. We got a timeout. Oh, boy. Hall's coach not happy. He's getting some extra work with his younger players, but he's not happy with what he just saw right there. Called a quick timeout. We'll be right back. Watching Viking football on Viking News on Demand. Yeah, we're getting ready to come out of this timeout very, very soon. And first and 10 from midfield. Humboldt getting back to the ball here. Let me get ready to take you back out to the field here. Thank you for joining us on this Friday night. Again, this is not our finished product. It will get better from here, as we'll have other cameras and that sort of thing, hopefully by next week even. I know one camera is getting installed at the stadium on Monday, I hear. And so that'll be a lot of fun to use next Friday night. Here we go. Throw left side. What in the world? That was a bad choice there by the quarterback, throwing that to a well-covered Tyon Campbell. It's incomplete.
Second and 10 for the Vikings.
All right. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Kavian Taylor now back to pass. Looking to his left. Throwing it. Got air under it. Tylen Richmond trying to come back to it. Can't do it. Can't pull it in. It's incomplete. It had a lot of air underneath it. Tylen Richmond had to come back to the ball and couldn't bring it in. We're down to 127 remaining in this ball game. 3rd down and 10. We'll do a quick post-game show after this. Here's show for to next week as well. Here we go. Humboldt getting on the ball. We've got bad snap. Throwing it out. That's number 8. Getting to 40. Oh, got near the 40-yard line, but I don't think he got there. That's thrown to number 9, DeAndre Emerson. And that's a gain of what looks to be 8 yards. 4th down and 2. You got to go for it here. I mean, less than 25 seconds remaining now. Oh, wait a minute. Another timeout? Timeout Halls. You might say, well, why you call timeouts here? Well, they're getting some work in with their second string and trying to coach them up as well. As you know, this is the first game for a lot of everybody, and we have to prepare for the long game as well. So that's what they're doing here, taking the quick timeout, talking through some defense. Here's what here's what we want to try here on this play. Humboldt now at 4th and 2. Time was stopped at 21 seconds with the timeout. This is more than likely the last play of the game because you'll have to get back on the ball. I just don't see a whole lot more coming out of this, to be honest with you, folks. Drive started at midfield. We've gained 8 yards in three plays, 2 incomplete passes, 1 complete on this drive. 1 for 3 for 8 yards. Kavian Taylor on this drive. He's back, looking, throwing over the middle. Got it to Jeremiah Jones. Can't bring it in. Incomplete pass. And that will do it right there for us here. I'll let you keep that on the field just to let everybody see they're shaking hands. Incomplete. And that finishes the game. There you go. This crowd is excited. Well, your defensive players of the game, Martavius Marable, Tyon Campbell, both having 6 tackles. Tyon Campbell had an interception. Martavius Marable had a blocked extra point. So that's your defensive players of the game tonight for Humboldt. And looking at the offense, Jaden Champion was 7 of 13, 121 on the air. He had 1 passing touchdown, 1 interception. Kavian Taylor was 5 for 9 for 24 yards. Rushing-wise, the Halls Tigers held Jeremiah Jones, 6 carries, 1 yard. He also had a fumble. Receiving-wise, Darian Taylor had 1 catch for 25. Tyon Campbell had 1 for 8. Tylen Richmond had 2 catches for 47 yards. And Kavian Taylor had 1 catch for 27. Jeremiah Jones had 3 catches for 13 yards. That's your offensive stats. And as you can see, they're all going to midfield. And he's going to show you that real quickly before we wrap up tonight. Thank you for joining us. I know it was a tough broadcast as far as camera-wise and all of that. Thank you for bearing with us tonight. Basically, you had a little bit of video with more radio style commentary tonight. We'll try to get better by Friday night, have more we'll have more better cameras, maybe a score overlay, all of that by next week. I know we'll have our huddle camera hopefully up on the top of the press box here in Humboldt for Friday night's game. It'll be hosting the Peabody Golden Tide. And there you go. Peabody Golden Tide right there next Friday night, 6:30. We start the pregame show. And you can watch it live on Facebook, YouTube, and VikingNewsOnDemand.com. Also, thank you to Talk in West Tennessee for including us in their West Tennessee scoreboard show, like their highlights of the night. Kind of doing a red zone feel as not NFL red zone, but high school sports red zone. We'll give you more details on that on our Facebook page coming up soon, but they tried it out a little bit tonight. I apologize again about our camera views. We're going to do better with all of that. It's coming. It's coming. Thanks for watching tonight, folks. God bless you. Have a great rest of your evening.